Okay, welcome to another edition of Quizzing with the Comedians. This is the seventh general edition. When I say general, it means the questions can be from any area, anything. They can be sports, they can be etymology, it can be history, entertainment, everything. If you follow quizzing, you also know we always have alternate edition. There is a themed edition and then there is a general edition. So we saw pop culture edition just before that, and now this is a general edition. This is for the first time that we are doing a smaller general edition. We have 16 contestants, which means there'll be only 7 matches throughout, 4 quarterfinals, 2 semifinals, and a final. And 2 people from semifinal will go to the final. Cool. Let's begin the first quarterfinal with 4 quizzing veterans, so to speak. They've all been here right from the beginning. They've all been loved by every audience member. This is a crazy lineup to inaugurate this edition. Let me welcome the traditional first person. Almost always, right from the first edition, he has been the first person I've invited. Former champion. He was the champion of cricket and football edition. Give it up for Anirban Dasgupta.
Hello.
Hello, Anirban. Hi. Welcome back to another edition.
Thank you so much for having me. Just reminds me that I think it's time for another sports edition.
Yes.
2 World Cups happening back to back. Okay, like universe is giving hints now. So like I meet people who are quizzing fans and I tell them, can you DM Kumar Varun that एक sports edition हो जाए, नहीं तो सिर्फ मैं ही बोलता हूँ.
Oh, it's you then.
Oh,
I'm like, ये कौन है जो बीच में circle cricket football मांग रहे हैं? Okay, got it. Soon. Okay. Yes. On that note, another very loved quizzing participant. She's been part of every edition right from the beginning. Been in semi-finals so many times. One of the best contestants in quizzing. Give it up for Mallika Dua.
Hello, hi.
Hi Mallika, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Wow, Anirban is here, Mallika is here. Again, someone who has been there right from the beginning, even before quizzing started, right from day one. Finalist in cricket and football edition, semi-finalist a lot of times, but always one of the most fun participants. Give it up for Rahul Subramanian. Nice.
What? I just noticed the beard wet.
Yeah. Just.
What happened?
Nothing. Monthly grooming. From daily in corporate life, I moved to monthly now, Rahul. Like.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Also, I've because it's general quiz, I'm wearing glasses.
Oh, okay.
If it was sports quiz, I would have. I don't know. What would I have worn? Gloves or something, yeah. But I second what Anirban said. Please, one more sports quiz, man.
Yes. Sports day, yes. Let's do that.
Nice.
Okay. On that note, another someone who has been in so many editions, another someone really popular among quizzing audience, another someone who has been in many semi-finals. Give it up for Siddharth Dudeja.
Thank you for calling that one semi-final many.
I didn't know we were keeping
I have the capital of Burkina Faso is Ouagadougou. Yes.
Oh, wow.
5 points for consistency. Every time I teach our quiz master, quiz master, Kumar Varun.
Yes.
Something. A great t-shirt, by the way. Really like it, KV. Yes. And your smile also, really like it.
Wow.
Okay.
I'm always here for fun point.
Fun point.
Yes. यहाँ पे पढ़े लिखे लोग and Rahul.
Okay.
क्या फिल्म था यार Dudeja, killer. Hey, but I have to say, every quizzing, Dudeja keeps getting fitter.
Yeah. Thank you, Rahul.
Yeah.
So I think don't stop quizzing because
yes, that's why I go to the gym. This is my prep. I'm preparing for my role for the next quiz by deadlifting.
Nice. Chalo, let's have fun. All the best, Mallika, Anirban, Rahul, Siddharth. Let's have fun. Let's begin. First question to Anirban. On February 25th, 2002, X made history by becoming the first black tennis player to be ranked number 1 in the world. When interviewed about the accomplishment, X was quick to acknowledge Althea Gibson, yet another tennis great whose career in the 1950s and 60s predated official world rankings. X said of Gibson, "She was the first. More than anything, I just feel proud to represent America in my sport." While Arthur Ashe won 3 Grand Slam titles, he never achieved the top ranking. Which sporting icon are we talking about?
ये अनिर्बान ने बोला स्पोर्ट्स क्विज चाहिए तो दे
Hmm.
दिया।
Okay.
जो लग नहीं रहा वो आई थिंक वो गाना गा रहे हैं मन में, मुझे नहीं लग रहा सोच रहा है कुछ।
रुक थोड़ा सा बस okay. Is this Venus Williams?
Yeah.
Venus Williams. Yes, that is correct.
Oh.
It is
मैं
Venus Williams.
मैं सोच
Why
रहा था
didn't-
सिर्फ विलियम्स बोल के देखूं क्या बोलता है।
Why didn't you say Serena? Like how come you?
पहला ये बनी ना voice
हाँ
acting।
elder
Oh.
respect to elder।
बड़ी
Okay.
बहन। हाँ।
Okay.
Respect to elders. Okay, Anirban gets 10 points for Venus Williams.
Says Anirban, the only child. Respect to elders.
Okay, now going to Mallika. Mallika, this is your direct. For all his accomplishments, X died a pretty gory death. In March 1521, X reached the Philippines and gently converted some of the chieftains to Christianity. X then moved to convert the ruler of Mactan, Datu Lapu-Lapu. When Lapu-Lapu refused, X decided to kill him. X's men rushed the shore. Mactan soldiers attacked and charged at him. A warrior thrust a spear into X's face. X thrust a lance into his attacker's body. X then tried pulling his sword, but the spear prevented him from extracting it. At this moment, the Mactan soldiers killed him. Who are we talking about? Someone who has achieved a lot in life, but died a pretty gory death in Philippines in early 16th century.
What the fuck, KV? What the actual fuck?
From
ये
Venus
किसी general कुछ नहीं है।
Venus
Yeah.
लापू लापू में
वही सेरेना
बड़ा हो
विलियम्स
गया।
बोल देना चाहिए इसके लिए। Oh man.
कुछ तो हिंट है इसमें मल्लिका, ध्यान से पढ़। और
यार 1800s के पहले के लोग ही याद नहीं।
I like how he gently converted, like
Yeah.
I don't know. Christopher Columbus? I don't know.
Not Columbus. Going to Rahul.
What the fuck, KV? Such a bad one.
लापू 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 काफी जिद्दी था। His men rushed to the shore. Mactan soldiers attacked and charged at him. A warrior thrust a spear into X's face.
I know this.
तो बोल दो अभी।
ये ट्रिक क्वेश्चन था भाई केवी।
ओह, अच्छा तुम्हारा चांस हो गया ना, अभी रुको, अभी रिग्रेट करो थोड़ा।
ओके
प्लीज राहुल आंसर दे देना, वरना मैं पता नहीं किसका नाम ले लूंगा। 1500 में कौन था मेरे को याद ही नहीं।
याद नहीं है मतलब जैसे कि तेरे को तू
मैं था पुनर्जन्म।
कुछ भी स्ट्राइक नहीं होता तो बहुत बुरा लगता है। लाइक एक कुछ गप्पा जप्पा बप्पा सब आ रहा है मन में, कुछ समझ नहीं आ रहा है क्या
नाम ही नहीं आता।
और मल्लिका आपको पता है अभी आंसर?
नहीं मुझे नहीं पता, बट तुम्हारा सेशन तुम चालू रखो।
वास्को ड गामा।
Not Vasco da Gama. Going to Rhodesia.
Oh man.
After Mallika said Columbus, मेरा दिमाग में वास्को है।
हाँ मेरे दिमाग में भी ऐसे,
क्योंकि गोवा में चर्च तो काफी है।
मैं तो बहुत ही गंदा आंसर देने वाला हूँ। मतलब मेरे को लग रहा है आई एम ashamed to even say this, but मैं तो बोलता हूँ नहीं है, एक्चुअली नहीं बोल सकता।
बोल
ये बोल दूं क्या? मैं बोल लेता। जेंगिस खान। क्रिश्चियनिटी क्यों कन्वर्ट करेगा?
Not Genghis Khan. Going to Anirban.
क्यों करेगा वो कन्वर्ट किसी को भी?
अनिर्बान बहुत सोच के सही आंसर देने वाला है।
नहीं नहीं नहीं, मेरे को
उनको पता
इसमें
रहेगा।
इसमें तो टाइम नहीं वेस्ट करेगा मैं. Is this like the first Pope?
Not the first pope. Okay, I'll give a hint. Start with Mallika again. Make it a 5-point question. So hint is most likely he was the first person to circumnavigate the globe.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Acha, no, I still don't know. I was thinking of
Most likely. So he was a Portuguese explorer. Went all the way to East Indies, as you can see, Philippines and all. And supposedly the first person who went around the world.
Oh.
ए, अच्छा था Vasco da Gama, not bad guess.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
bad,
Vasco da
yeah.
Gama, Columbus, all good guesses.
अच्छे ही आंसर्स थे सारे. और कौन था भाई? जोश पिक्चर में और नाम याद है कोई पोर्चुगीज क्या क्या लिए थे?
Max.
मेरा
He studied this, yaar. The
Mera
person who thought he discovered India and named it Indies. No.
That guy was.
Maybe
I
that
don't
was
know if it
Colombo. I don't know.
देखो मिलके मेरे को 3 ही एक्सप्लोरर्स पता है, उसमें से एक डोरा है.
Is it Mr. Darwin, sir?
Nice.
Not Darwin. Going to Rahul.
I'm very confused. मनोज लग रहा है मेरे को.
Quite the explorer, wanderlust.
मेरे को एक वरुण एक और ही पता है, मैं बोला मैगेलन.
Yes, that is correct. 5
कौन
points
है ये?
for Rahul.
मैगेलन नहीं पता तुम लोगों को?
नहीं.
Magellan
अरे,
or
start
Magellan.
आ गया. ये
Magellan.
देखो. ये
स्पेलिंग
left
क्या है
side.
इसकी देखनी पड़ेगी.
हमें घंटा पता होगा ये सब. हमें इतना
हाँ,
सब
Magellan.
नहीं कर रहे होते लाइफ में अभी.
मैं तो रिलीजन ही बदल दिया दूसरा.
लिबरल है मैगेलन.
Okay, going to Dudeja now. Dudeja, the word X. Now I'm talking about a certain word X has French roots. Etymologists think the term X may come from poupée, a French word meaning doll or toy. The word X, the word we are talking about, the word X doesn't appear to have entered the English language until the late 16th century. Before that, English speaker called them whelps. So them, जिसके लिए अब हम X use करते हैं, they used to be called whelps before. William Shakespeare's King John, believed to be written in the 1590s, is one of the earliest known works to use the super cute term X something. What's the good word?
Oh, मेरे को सोचना पड़ेगा 2 मिनट. मैंने विलियम शेक्सपियर का कुछ नहीं पढ़ा है.
X
विशाल
something.
भारद्वाज पढ़ा है मैंने.
So we have to guess X or the blank.
X only, just.
Term is X.
I know this.
सुपर क्यूट पे ध्यान देना है बस, और किस पे नहीं. ये वर्ड नहीं यार, ऐसे थोड़ी बच्चों को थोड़ी वेल्थ बुलाते होंगे पहले. तो बेबी बोलना मुझे. एक्चुअली फ्रेंच पी से.
अनिर्बान को आना चाहिए. यही ज्यादा यूज करते हैं ऐसे वर्ड्स आजकल.
हाँ. यार ये क्या हो सकता है यार? POUP ये कुछ ये फ्रेंच वर्ड का ही होगा क्या? पी से ही होगा मेरे को लगता है. क्यूट टर्म्स क्या होते हैं? अनिर्बान बताओ जरा. तू तो यूज करता होगा घर पे भी इंग्लिश क्यूट टर्म्स.
दूदू.
I'll go with baby.
Not baby, going
Oh,
to
man.
Anirban. Not baby, going to Anirban.
Not baby going to. यार बहुत embarrassing लग रहा है.
अरे एक
दोनों आंसर देके.
कुछ तो ऐसे एक शेक्सपियर का कुछ मैं कहीं तो पढ़ा था कि उसका बहुत एकदम something that we use regularly was like coined by him.
Yeah.
But,
नया वर्ड बनाया. He tried to make words a thing, you know. He was like that guy in groups.
क्या बात कर रहा है सर?
Their annoying friend. Anirban and Mallika will get it.
Mallika पक्का.
पक्का. Because
100% guarantee.
राहुल तू भी SSC पढ़ा है ना राहुल?
हाँ बट उसके बाद भी पढ़ा है मैं.
उसके बाद तू क्या शेक्सपियर पढ़ा अलग से बैठ के?
मेरे को पता नहीं अनपढ़ क्यों बनाया. मैंने MBA किया.
एक्चुअली हाँ, तुम तीनों पढ़े लिखे लोग हो.
प्रो मैं CBSE से हूँ, मुझे घंटा नहीं पता है लाइफ में.
उसमें था ना, नहीं था उसमें शेक्सपियर?
नहीं कुछ नहीं था. कॉलेज में पढ़ा.
अभिषेक.
Okay, Anirban.
यार
क्यूट टर्म क्या होते हैं?
सुपर क्यूट. But वो
Best
actually
question पूछा
मैं
मुझे.
थोड़ा कोलंबस जैसा दूसरा direction में चला गया.
Nice.
I don't know. Is this Google?
Not Google, going to Mallika.
Google.
KV, I'm gonna say the dumbest thing, okay? Is it puppy?
It is puppy. Yes. 10 point there to Mallika.
अरे पुपे
Pupe gives word puppy.
वही
Super
मैं भी
cute
सोच
term.
रहा था तब से.
Shakespeare first
Yeah.
used the term called puppy dog back in the day.
अरे.
What's the good word? It is puppy.
Ooh.
10
This
points.
my
whelp
God.
sounded like, you know, छोटे कुत्ते.
हाँ.
Little whelps.
I feel so dumb. मैं बेबी बोला बस कुत्ते का बच्चा था पप्पी. भूल ही गया यार ये तो.
देखो
Puppy.
कुछ भी गूगल से तो बहुत बेटर था.
हाँ यार. Google was.
मेरा दूसरा आंसर LinkedIn था.
Very cute words.
Nothing cuter than someone calling you LinkedIn.
Yeah. Using it my opening on Bumble.
Okay, now going to Rahul. Rahul, prior to 1920 in the US. Okay, आ गया आपका आंसर निकल गया बाबू. Puppy.
Hint आ गया.
Prior to 1920 in the US, the X was mainly a forage crop with very little use as food. So before 1920, this crop wasn't really used as food. However, during the Great Depression, the drought-stricken regions of the United States were able to use it to regenerate their soil because of its nitrogen-fixing properties. Second hint, Henry Ford was the first person to use X for large-scale industrial purposes. Chemists employed by Ford succeeded in making a textile fiber named Azlon, which was used as horn buttons, gear shift knobs, accelerator foot pedals, etc. Last hint, X oil was also used by Ford in paint for the automobiles, as well as a fluid for shock absorbers. What is X? What crop are we talking about? Which is also a food. That's also it.
आज तो पहले से इतने टफ क्वेश्चन आ गए.
साला विलियम्स का लाच नहीं था. Horn buttons, gear shift knobs, fluid for shock absorbers. यार ये कार सर्विसिंग वाला जब भी कॉल करता है मैं ध्यान ही नहीं देता यार. वो चुप बोलता है.
हाँ कर दो
कुछ भी बोलता है वो. हाँ
कर दो. कितना भेज
सर
टीवी पे तेल का ऐड दिखा है. इसका तेल होता है. मैं यही सोच रहा हूँ.
ठीक है मैं बहुत ही रैंडम. ग्राउंडनट.
Not groundnut, going to Dodeja.
Okay, but I don't know if that's a crop, honestly, but I'll say castor oil.
Not castor oil, going to Anirban.
Castrol, मेरे को लगा कुछ होगा. पे पप्पी के तरह.
Oh,
but clearly
नहीं.
pass.
Passing to Mallika.
Is it marijuana?
Not marijuana. Okay, we'll give a hint. Start with Rahul again. Make it a 5-point question. Hint is, think of a good protein source for vegetarians. That's the first hint. And it's, should I add? Okay. Okay.
अब तो राहुल को पता चल जाएगा.
It's soybean.
Soybean. That is correct.
Yeah.
Point there to Rahul.
ये यार इतना मस्त
Soybean.
वाला हिंट दिया उसने.
Vegetarian.
वेजिटेरियन प्रोटीन बोल दिया.
मुझे पता था पहले से ही. फिर भी पीनट भी है, ग्राउंडनट भी सोर्स है प्रोटीन का. बट हाँ
बट लेम है वो सारे.
Soybean is correct. Soybean was the last right answer by Rahul. So this will be Dodeja's direct. Dodeja, this is a painting. This is called The Monarch of the Glen. The Monarch of the Glen is a painting by English painter Sir Edwin Landseer. As one of the most popular paintings throughout the 19th century, it sold widely in reproductions in steel engraving and was finally bought by companies to use in advertising. The animal that you see on screen, the animal has 12 points on his antlers, which makes him a XY. So 2-word name for the painting and the animal, but not a monarch Y, for which 16 points are needed. Now this XY is a brand name. Is a brand that we have heard of, comes from this painting, and also has the image, this image as its logo. So what brand name are we talking about?
So, so X and Y is the whatever is this guy's name, and then dusra is Monarch whatever.
Correct.
Okay. Oh man. और तो 2 word का brand है basically.
हाँ, 2 word का brand है. Correct.
और ये फोटो उसका लोगो है.
उसके लोगो में भी है. Correct.
अरे shit यार, ये तो 2 word का ब्रांड कौन सा, मैं तो वो सोच रहा हूँ. कौन सा रहेगा? अच्छा, थोड़ा सा ये I pass.
Okay, passing to Anirban.
The logo is this painting.
I mean, yeah, this painting in some shape or form is
Adaptation.
part of the, yeah, not exactly this painting, but
What is this?
एक XY तो एक ही मेरे दिमाग में है. Just Red Bull.
not Red Bull.
Not
Going
Red
to
Bull.
Mallika.
Range Rover.
Not Range Rover. Going to Rahul.
Royal Stag.
Royal Stag, not a Monarch Stag, but a Royal Stag.
Oh,
The
dude,
Royal
ये कहाँ
Stag.
से निकाला तूने?
Amazing
Royal
answer.
Stag.
अरे
Okay.
बोला ना, मैंने पढ़ा ही नहीं गया तो मैं ऐसा इधर लिया उसको इधर.
Oh man,
Yeah.
गलती कर दी भाई. देख, मेरे को पता है कि अनिर्बान तो क्विज कर
पढ़ाई
रहा है
करता है.
बचपन से. मलिका ने बहुत सारे बुक्स पढ़े हैं और मुझे लगा था तू और मैं साथ में होंगे, बट तूने मेरा साथ छोड़ दिया दोस्त. तूने भी बहुत पढ़ाई कर ली MBA में.
रॉयल स्टैग तो हम लोग को पता होना चाहिए.
रॉयल स्टैग. हाँ
Royal Stag. Not
यार, तब मैं ओल्ड मॉन्क पीता था, तब ये प्रॉब्लम हो गया. ये पता होता ये सवाल आने वाला है, मैं भी स्लम डॉग मिलियनेयर जैसे अपने सबकॉन्शियस में जाके ढूंढता.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, Royal Stag. Rahul gets 10 points. Going to Dudeja now. Okay, talking of Royal, segue. Come on. Okay, this is of course a candid picture of Queen Elizabeth taken by someone. One of X's photos of Queen Elizabeth was used for a Canadian stamp. Back in 2003, during the Queen's Golden Jubilee, X got a call from a friend at the London Photography Studio Camera Press, about doing a 5-minute portrait session with the Queen. He took this candid snap at Buckingham Palace, and by the following year, it was on the Canadian 49 cent stamp. Interestingly, X himself has also been on a Canadian stamp. Identify X. One hint I'm giving to all 4 of you is we don't know this person as a photographer. Okay, photography is a hobby, so don't think it's a famous person who also for fun does photography, and that's why it's a fun fact that Uska Elizabeth ka liya hua photo is part of Canadian stamp. So that's one hint for all 4 of you.
नहीं, निशांत सूरी है ये.
यार, ये कितना-
that track only, like you know for other profession, but does photography for hobby.
I mean, that opens up way more. I'd rather. कुछ भी हो सकता है वहाँ.
There are other hints. मतलब we'll see.
और पोर्ट्रेट सेशन के लिए मतलब उसको कॉल ही किया कि ये फोटो खींचने के लिए, ऐसा नहीं कि इंटरव्यू के लिए किया.
हाँ, करेक्ट. मतलब तुझे फोटो खींचना पसंद है, तू आ जा, 5 मिनट में मिलेगा क्वीन के साथ फोटो.
देख, थोड़ा गरीब आदमी है क्योंकि 2003 में भी ब्लैक एंड व्हाइट फोटो निकाला. कैमरा खराब अच्छा नहीं था.
Oh man, कौन हो सकता है यार. और लंदन फोटोग्राफी तो इज नॉट ब्रिटिश, नॉट नेसेसरी, कहाँ से भी हो सकता है. 2003
कहीं से भी हो सकता है.
कहीं से भी हो सकता है. मेरे पास तो नहीं है इसका आंसर. मैं पास, आई थिंक मैं पास बोल नहीं आया हूं यहाँ.
डूडे गेस करना कुछ तो.
नहीं, मैं पहले
एलिमिनेट कर.
प्लीज एक गेस कर दे. एक
कुछ भी गेस करना, जो अच्छा लगा.
2003 में फोटो कौन खींचता था और
और 2 ही जन खींचता था. तू था उसमें से एक
है ये. अरे डूड, मैं मतलब मैं कुछ भी है तो मैं ब्रैड पिट भी बोल दूं, मतलब मेरे को पता नहीं कि कौन हो सकता है. चल, I'll say Brad Pitt. चल.
Okay, not Brad Pitt. Going to Anirban.
Not Brad. I thought you wanted to say not bad.
Not bad. Not bad.
Sean Connery.
Not Sean Connery. Going to Mallika.
Rowan Atkinson.
Not Rowan Atkinson. Going to Rahul.
Jim Carrey.
Not Jim Carrey. Okay, we'll do a quick round. So the thing is, since he's on Canadian stamp, he was on Canadian stamp to honor famous Canadian artists. So this person is a Canadian artist.
Jim Carrey Canadian है.
हाँ जिम कैरी तो कनेडियन है
He
और
is
मेरे
a-
को कनेडियन कम पता है वो।
So he is a Canadian singer-songwriter. We'll take a round with this hint.
ओह शिट मेरे को तो एक ही पता है बट 2003 में तो वो फेमस था नहीं।
हाँ ये 2003 में फेमस था डुडेजा।
आएगा आएगा इट्स गोइंग टू कम टू यू ओनली बिकॉज़ आई थिंक
मुझे
मेरे को
कुछ
तो नहीं
म्यूजिक
पता।
का पता ही नहीं है।
मुझे तो बस ड्रेक पता है कनाडा से लेकिन वो भी
बोल दे
2003 में बचा था।
भाई।
नहीं रुक जा एक सेकंड में सोचते थे और कौन है कनेडियन फेमस।
ड्रेक है कनाडा के
KP Dillo, guys, that is come on.
कनाडा।
अरे एक सेकंड और कौन हो सकता है मैं सोच रहा हूँ और कौन सा फेमस सो इट्स अ सिंगर सॉन्ग राइटर फ्रॉम कनाडा
Yeah.
2003 में उस टाइम पे सिंगर सॉन्ग राइटर कौन कौन एक्चुअली बॉब मैं सोच रहा हूँ और कौन कौन जैक जॉनसन इज नॉट कनेडियन जॉन मेयर इज नॉट कनेडियन और कौन कौन कनेडियन है गाइस
अक्षय कुमार
एक्चुअली हो सकता है पास I don't know.
Okay, going to Anirban.
Canadian Leonard Cohen.
Not Leonard Cohen. Going to Mallika.
मैं बड़े कॉन्फिडेंस से कह रही हूँ ये गलत हो सकता है बट इज इट ब्रायन एडम्स?
It is Bryan Adams. Yes.
Oh my God.
Bryan Adams.
कनाडा से
Bryan
Bryan
Adams हाँ
Adams.
मेरे को नहीं पता था।
अरे है
Canadian.
Canadian
Oh,
Bryan
man.
Adams. Yes.
Why is so nice?
It is Bryan Adams. And this
फोटो
is
का भी खराब खींचा देखा
Yeah.
कहीं तो
18
कोचे में थी क्वीन।
it is Bryan Adams.
18 till I die. That is spirit of this photo.
Okay.
मैं वो क्रिस मार्टिन बोलने वाला था वो कहाँ से है?
वो
Chris
तो
Martin.
इंग्लिश ही है।
वो तो हाँ कोल्ड प्ले वाला ना कि तू रिकी
हाँ,
मार्टिन सोच रहा था
Coldplay.
Chris
नहीं
Martin.
नहीं Chris
Okay, Bryan Adams is correct. This is
Singer,
Bryan Adams
songwriter.
and the Canadian 49 cents photo that he took. Now next direct will be to Rahul's.
एक दिला दो बाबा,
Okay,
एक।
Rahul, there is some irony in the idea that one of history's most accomplished artists might have been the inspiration behind the paint by number kits popularized in 1950s and later. A paint company employee named Dan Robbins remembered reading that X would teach his apprentices to paint using number sorted canvases, though whether X actually used this technique is up for debate. By 1954, Robbins' paint by numbers kits were doing $20 million in sales. Who supposedly inspired paint by numbers? And there is that image, paint by number essentially is when you have a plain drawing with different blocks with different numbers, and you just take paint and you just put that paint in that number. So this guy said he got inspired from this accomplished artist who used to do this apparently to teach painting to his students. And so yeah, which artist are we talking about?
कोई तो पेंटर है।
इसमें भी हो सकता है कुछ और।
मेरा घर का पेंटिंग तो मुरली ने किया बट नंबर नहीं करता मुरली जस्ट गोस विद गट। तो
मुरली पेंटिंग कर रहा था तो डैरल हेयर ने नो बॉल दे दिया।
देख अपने को ज्यादा पता है, पेंटर्स तो ज्यादा पता नहीं है मेरे को। पिकासो।
नॉट पिकासो। गोइंग टू डुडेजा।
मतलब मैंने वो वैन गो की वो पढ़ी है बुक, ग्राफिक नॉवेल है वो, वैसे पढ़ना क्या है उसमें, बट उसमें तो वो पढ़ा नहीं रहा था, वो तो अपना कान वान काट रहा था पूरा टाइम, उसके अलग थोड़े इश्यूज चल रहे थे लाइफ के।
थैंक्स फॉर दीस फन फैक्ट्स।
यस, सो आई एम थिंकिंग वैन गो तो मतलब बच्चों को नहीं पढ़ाता होगा, तो मैं तो फिर कोई रेनेसांस पेंटर बताऊंगा, लियोनार्डो।
That is correct. 10 points there.
Oh, shit.
We are talking about Leonardo da Vinci.
क्या
Oh,
क्रैक
thank
है
God.
यार।
Oh, fuck.
Da Vinci apparently inspired paint by number.
बस जीरो नहीं आना था, बस अभी हो गया, मैं जा रहा हूँ guys.
तूने जैसा वैन गो को एलिमिनेट किया वो बुक का नॉलेज यूज करके, जीनियस।
हाँ, अरे वो बिजी था अपना दर्द बांटने में, वो इम्तियाज अली का प्रोटैगनिस्ट बन के घूम रहा था वो।
Okay, Dudija gets 10 points for Leonardo da Vinci. Going to Anirban now. And originally, X didn't contain tomatoes at all. The earliest iteration of X was made of pickled fish brine from China's Fujian province. A reliable preservative, the dash became a favorite among Dutch and British sailors who brought it to Europe. By the 1740s, eggs was a typical part of British cuisine, but it was made from mushrooms or oysters with spices like mustard, nutmeg, and cinnamon. Tomatoes only entered the picture when a Philadelphia doctor named James Meese published the first eggs recipe in 1812. What are we talking about?
Ketchup.
Ketchup. Yes.
Oh.
Beautiful crack. We're talking
Oh,
about
wow.
ketchup. Apparently, ketchup didn't have any tomatoes back in the day, but then later they had tomatoes. Superb crack.
Wow.
That brings us to the end of the first half. Quick look at the score. Anirban on the back of ketchup and Venus Williams is on 20 points. Mallika with Puppy 10 points and 5 on Brian Adams is on 15 points. Rahul with 5 each on Magellan and Soybean and 10 on Royal Stack is on 20 points. And Dudeja on Da Vinci is on 10 points. So 20,
Yes.
15, 20, 10. Like almost same. Like everyone
Yes.
is.
Always ahead.
So let's start the second half, which will the order will now reverse. The order will be Dudeja, Rahul, Mallika, Anirban. Dudeja, you're direct. This color is used for a particular purpose more than any other color because television weather presenters tend to wear blue suits. When a certain technology first came into use in television production, they followed the movie industry's norm out of habit until other practical considerations such as people forgetting to adhere to dress codes and the human eye being more sensitive to colors which lie in middle of the visible light spectrum caused them to switch. What are we talking about?
Green screen.
Green screen, that is correct.
Yes.
10 points there to
Thank
Dudeja.
God. Thank God पहले आ गया मेरे पे ये वाला सवाल वरना ये तो सब गेस करने वाले थे.
Green screen. Green screen is correct. Now I go to Rahul. Rahul, I'm talking about certain something. It was supposedly inspired by nature, its forms, functions, and colors. The creator was influenced in his designs by bird wings, the shape and form of clouds, shells, walnuts, and palm trees. He looked upon nature for guidance when designing, as nature over time combined both efficiency and beauty hand in hand. It was formally opened by Queen Elizabeth II on 20th October 1973. The opening was televised and included fireworks and a performance of Beethoven's Symphony No. 9. What are we talking about?
बहुत क्वीन एलिजाबेथ 2 आ रही है बार-बार आज.
तो ब्रिटिश है यार फालतू का.
ये ऐसा लग रहा है नेटफ्लिक्स के डॉक्यूमेंट्री आती है ना एब्स्ट्रैक्ट उसमें वहां से उठाया ये सवाल.
ग्रीन स्क्रीन चाहिए था मुझे.
हाँ.
डिजाइनिंग. लंदन आई.
Not London Eye, going to Mallika.
To try but लंदन आई कब आया?
No idea, KV. What is this? Disneyland?
Not Disneyland, going to Anirban.
Is this Sydney Opera House?
Perfect. It is Sydney
Oh
Opera
my
House.
God.
Okay.
वैसे तो ऐसा क्या होगा? मैं तो
Common
पाम
Pale-
पाम दुबई बोलूंगा.
Yeah. Designed like wing and whatever, and then
Oh.
Beethoven's opera.
And fireworks and Beethoven.
fireworks and Beethoven's
Arey.
opera and Queen Elizabeth. The answer
And
is
mainly Anirban the Bengali who knows all of
Correct.
this because of his cultural privilege. I think we all need 5 points, guys, because we were not born in Calcutta.
okay. Sydney Opera House, beautiful crack, 10 points. Going to Dudeja now. Dudeja Turnier, there's a guy who keeps a copy of his father's original 1952 blueprint hanging in his Chapel Hill, North Carolina home, believes the X was simply adorned with easy to replicate designs that were possible thanks to its durable texture. The dough dictates what you can do with the dash, he says. The dough for X, you could almost make a coin out of it. You can insert a lot of detail and then people look for meaning. What iconic design are we talking about?
इसने अपने कॉपी रखा.
हाँ.
ओके. बिलीव एक्स वाज. तो ये कोई डिजाइन नहीं है, कोई मटेरियल नहीं.
ये कोई डिजाइन है जो हम सबने देखा है.
ओके. इजी टू रेप्लिकेट. डो किसके लिए यूज हो रहा है? Oh man, I'm so lost. इतना मतलब to a point where I don't even know if I'm thinking close enough anywhere. दो कहाँ से आ गया?
पहला एक था फिर दो.
डो में मतलब कौन सा वो आता है ना, वो पेंटिंग करने सब फेमस लोग का बनाता है क्ले में. पास.
Okay, passing to Rahul.
पास.
Passing to Mallika.
Pass.
Passing to Anirban.
Is it that that I love New York?
No. Okay. I'll give a hint. Start with Dudeja. So Dudeja was right. You have to think of dough. So the hint for all of you is think biscuits / cookie.
Like.
So that
Okay.
blank is biscuit / cookie.
Flour, is it flour?
Not flour. Going to Rahul.
Gummy.
Not dummy. Going to Mallika.
Gummy.
Gummy. Oh no, not gummy. Going to Mallika.
Oreo.
Oreo design. Yes, 5 point there to Mallika. We are talking
Nice.
about the iconic design on Oreo
Aye,
cookie
yaar.
design.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
good one, yaar,
So
Mallika.
Turnier, his
Yeah,
father.
that was crazy.
So much Rona. I better get it.
Yeah. And the dough dictates what you can do with it. The dough for Oreo, you could almost make a coin out of it. You can insert a lot of detail and then people look for meaning. This is
कौन कर रही है ये सब? कौन है?
Mallika gets 5 points for Oreo. Okay, going to Anirban now. Anirban, too many
Sounds like
X and Y's, but it's very, very workable. So the fruit that you see on the screen, this is a fruit which is called XSY. Okay, so some persons XSY. XSY fruit is very fragrant and is used predominantly by the Chinese and Japanese for perfuming rooms and personal items such as clothing. According to Wiki, the fruit may be given as a religious offering in Dash temples. According to tradition, X prefers that Y's of the fruit to be in a position where they resemble a closed rather than open Y, as closed Y's symbolize to X the act of prayer. What is this fruit called? So the format of the answer is like anything like Dudeja's headphones, for example. So then you fit like according to tradition, Dudeja prefers headphones of the fruit to be in a position where they resemble a closed rather than open headphones, as closed headphones symbolize to Dudeja the act of prayer. What is this fruit called? So the answer eventually X will be a name and Y will be Y.
तो ये फ्रूट के नाम में इंसान का भी नाम है.
Correct. Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
और फिर apostrophe S भी है.
Apostrophe भी है. हाँ. So fruit का नाम is dash. Like, I don't know, Tendulkar's bat. You know, ऐसे करके.
यार ये तो नहीं आता है Zepto में expensive fruits वाले section में कभी. I only eat local. मेरे को बस pear पता है, apple पता है, green apple पता है.
हाँ, but workable है काफी.
Okay. तुम लोगों ने देखा है कभी ये fruit? अभी वो बिग बास्केट कैट के बच्चे की याद आ रही है अभी. वो आता है ना बीच में मैच के.
तुम गाजर खरीद के 2 साल बाहर रखो तो ऐसा होता है.
Oh my god, this is like so tough.
This is very tough. एक
answer for-
फ्रूट और कंफ्यूज कर रहा है देख कर ही.
Yes, Anirban.
X is Buddha.
Okay. So Buddha's.
X is Buddha.
यार अब मैं अपनी अपब्रिंगिंग को क्वेश्चन कर रहा हूँ. मेरे घर पे अनार था, मैं सारे फ्रूट बास्केट के याद कर रहा हूँ. ऐसा वाला तो कोई नहीं आया मेरे घर पे.
क्या है ये? समझ ही नहीं आ रहा.
वही वरुण तेरे से पूछ रहे वही क्या है ये?
नहीं.
Y's of the fruit to be in a position where they resemble a closed rather than open Y, as closed Y's symbolize to X the act of prayer. So you're saying X is Buddha, just give me Y, like Buddha's dash.
Whys of the fruit.
Hmm.
Whys of the fruit.
Hmm.
I don't know. Seed.
Buddha's seed. I'll come back to you. Going to Dudeja.
अरे मेरे को तो पता ही नहीं, बट मेरे को तो वाई पता नहीं क्या है, क्योंकि वाई फ्रूट वर्ड नहीं हो सकता है ना एज अ वर्ड. मॉन्क फ्रूट.
Not monk fruit. Going to Rahul.
Buddha's hands.
Buddha's hands. Yes.
What?
The answer I'm looking for. Buddha's hands. Buddha
Oh
prefers
my
the hands
God.
of the fruit to be in a position where they resemble a closed rather than open hand, as closed hands symbolize to Buddha the act of prayer.
Oh,
Buddha's
man.
hand. Okay.
कभी नहीं देखा यार ये वाला फ्रूट किधर
बहुत
पे.
अच्छा है ये, बहुत अच्छा फ्रूट है. लिवर के लिए अच्छा है ये फ्रूट खा के.
Buddha's hand. Okay. Now
Not
the
good for my ego, clearly.
tough time to split points now, because Anirban got Buddha but couldn't get the.
But I didn't know if that's correct or not, na?
Yeah, that's why I didn't react to Buddha. You are right, because even Dudeja said monk fruit, so he also said he didn't say Buddha. So
नहीं तेरे अनिर्बान को दे बेचारा.
इस साल पहली बार तो मैंने ड्रैगन फ्रूट खाया है लाइफ में. थोड़ी और तरक्की करनी पड़ेगी बुद्धा हैंड्स खाने के लिए अभी.
मैं तो ऐसे भी कर रहा था हाथ वाथ को लेके. आया नहीं कुछ.
तूने बुद्धा सब कुछ बोल दिया एक्सेप्ट हैंड.
yeah, but Buddha was the more like the important part. I'm giving 7 to Anirban and 3 to Rahul. Okay, that's the score.
Oh,
7 to Anirban and 3 to
Oh.
Rahul. 7 and 3.
अनिर्बान तो जीत रहा है वैसे भी.
Thank
मेरा
you,
चांस
sir.
भी चला जाएगा अभी नया क्वेश्चन का.
Next direct will be to Dudeja actually. तो
Oh,
your
nice.
chance मतलब आपका नहीं गया, otherwise मलिका का जाता, तो आपका last हो जाता. अभी your second only. Okay, now the next direct, since Anirban got more points than the last one, bulk of the points. So next direct will be to Dudeja.
Oh, nice.
Dudeja, in 1961, Scott Carpenter, one of the original astronauts in the Mercury space program, tasked Breitling, the watch company, with incorporating a particular feature in their watch that was needed because of a certain peculiarity in space travel. Breitling produced the Navi timer, which Carpenter wore on his 1962 space flight. Later, Breitling produced a commercial version called the Cosmonaut Navi timer, which is in the image there. So I want two things from you. One is, what new feature in a watch was introduced because of this? And why was it needed? What is so peculiar about space travel that this feature was needed in a watch?
Okay. सोचना पड़ेगा 2 मिनट. लाइट तो नहीं है जी शॉक जैसे. क्या क्या होता है कूल चीजें वॉच में. वो कंपास भी होता है, बट कंपास की तो जरूरत नहीं है स्पेस ट्रैवल में. अरे वो एक पानी का कुछ रहता है ना, उसको क्या बोलते हैं? अभी मेरे को नहीं पता. वो
थोड़ा सोच, 1 सेकंड आ जाएगा तेरे को.
ये फोटो में आंसर है क्या? ये वॉच सेम डाली. ओके, बहुत ही रैंडम गेस लेने वाला हूं मैं. द 24-hour clock, like because वहां पे सन नहीं दिख रहा उनको. I don't know. It's taking a very random.
Yeah, full 10 points. That's what I was.
Nice.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
What a
okay.
brilliant
Yeah.
guess. Yeah?
The feature is
shit.
24-hour clock, and peculiarity is there is no night or day.
Night
in
or day.
space.
Okay.
Amazing.
Oh shit.
24-hour clock and lack
Great
of day-night in space.
दूर तू जीत गया ये आंसर से.
Yeah, नहीं.
मेरे को लगा either be very stupid. I thought it was very stupid. मेरे तो लगा आगे ही जाना.
24-hour clock. ये वही मतलब we sometimes assume ये feature तो normal ही है, but then you see 1961 this might have been a new thing. अरे 24-hour clock. And then you realize space में ऐसा 1 बजेगा तो पता ही लगा कि दिन का 1 बज रहा है.
Oh man.
So yeah. Super crack. 10 points to Dudeja. This is for Rahul. Rahul, this is a food item that you need to crack. The X movement involved the unusual distribution of thousands of X's a common food item across several Indian villages during 1857, carrying message of the native emperor seeking their services. The ultimate origin of the movement is unknown, though British agents suggested X might contain secret notes. Reports began pouring from villages of North India that thousands of X's were passing from one hand to another. People would travel with X's in their turban, often with little to no knowledge of the X's original source. British officers were left confused and equally scared when X's arrived in every police station in the area. The speed of distribution was particularly disconcerting to the British because it was much swifter than British mail. What mysterious movement are we talking about?
I have to identify the food item.
Yeah, that movement is named after that food item.
1857 तो uprising वाला time है.
Huh.
Are these laddus?
Not laddus. Going to Mallika.
Roti.
Roti. I'll give it to you. Roti or
Oh,
chapati.
wow.
This was called the
Chapati
chapati movement. Okay, the
Wow.
chapati movement.
मैं भी चपाती सोच रहा था वैसे, but that's crazy.
Superb.
Crazy guess.
Superb
But no,
answer.
I mean not a guess.
Crazy
but,
crack.
crack.
Crazy crack. It is the chapati.
Did you know about it? Did you know about it?
No, I didn't, but I remember there was one Lifebuoy campaign where they wanted to
Yeah.
encourage children to wash their hands. I
Yeah.
think in Hardwar or somewhere, where they
Yeah.
use the technique where you take a hot
Yeah.
stamp and you put it on a roti. That
Yeah.
before the kids, it's an activation basically.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
before you take the chapati.
Yeah.
So like it seemed like something that you could type a message on. I thought samosa, but
Yeah.
then like samosa. शायद नहीं
Samosa movement.
Turban में crush हो जाएगा. But yeah, we need one.
It's
Yeah.
easy to
Samosa
put a
movement.
message on a chapati
Yeah.
somehow.
Yeah.
True.
It was in Kumbh Mela. Kumbh Mela mein they
Yeah.
done campaign where chapati.
तो ये किसको मैसेज जा रहा था? केवी. ये क्या
Just
था?
general लोगों को
आवाम को,
support.
आवाम को.
आवाम को. Oh.
No one knows. The fun part of this movement is no one knows who started it. No one knows how it started.
Okay.
So just a thing.
कभी कभी बहुत नॉर्मल मैसेज भी जाता था, रात को भी ब्रश करो टाइप.
Okay, Mallika gets 10 points for chapati movement. Going to Anirban
Nice
for
one.
next direct. Anirban, again, a second and last question about plants in this quiz. Okay, the domestication of this plant X took place in South America around 2000 BC and produced a large seeded variety and a small seeded variety. By 1500s, the plant began to be cultivated in Europe and Asia as well. During the Spanish administration of the country, so a certain country, these were exported to the rest of the Americas and Europe. And since the boxes of such goods had their place of origin labeled X, Y, the plant got named as such. The plant got named after a place. What leguminous plant are we talking about?
तो पहले तेल कौन सा था? जो पहले तेल आया था?
Soybean. So
Soya.
soybean हो चुका है. Just soybean नहीं बोलना है.
So plant name is XY only. It has the name of the country.
Something to do with country, if not
The plant name is XY.
It is a two-word plant.
Two-word answer, yes.
Two-word answer.
First word is a place name and second is a generic.
First word is place.
Huh.
Oh. Pass.
Passing to Dudeja.
Okay. I don't know the second word. The first, I'll take it. I'll just guess. Chili.
Not chili. Going to Rahul.
Okay.
The Brazilian coffee.
Not Brazilian coffee. Going to Mallika.
Oh, leguminous.
The second name of this plant is a country's name, basically.
No, the first, like if it's a two-word answer, the first word is a place's name.
The first word is a place's name.
Huh. And second word is the generic word.
वो confusion हुआ मेरे को भी क्योंकि Spanish administration of country Y, so I why
The
should
country, yeah, country is Y, so they used to write it like
Oh,
something,
Spanish
comma, Y. That something is also a place. So अगर जैसे मान लो मुंबई है, तो they used to write like Mumbai, India, for example. So the plant is called Mumbai something. As
Both of them are names of places, is it? X and Y.
प्लांट के नाम में सिर्फ एक्स आता है, वाई नहीं आता.
अच्छा.
हाँ.
Oh. Pass.
Okay, we'll give a hint. Start with Anirban again. So it's a two-word answer. The first word is a South American capital. First word is a capital of a South American country. And the second word is a very common word with crop in this category, leguminous category. So dash dash, capital city and a generic word.
मैन काश मैं फुटबॉल देखता ताकि मुझे कैपिटल के नाम याद रहते. साउथ अमेरिकन.
Can we repeat the what?
It's a two-word answer. The first word is a South American capital, a capital of a South American country. The second word is a generic word.
Oh shit. Okay, I think I know.
Which is a word that often comes in leguminous plants names.
Okay. I am not too sure, but I think I know. मेरे पास अभी बहुत कॉन्फिडेंस है, शायद गलत हो सकता है. बट पहले आने पर
Capital. एक सीन just Spanish.
I know this. God,
Yeah,
I
even I
know
know this. अगर अनिर्बान को नहीं पता तो
मेरे
शायद
को तो नहीं पता.
मुझे भी नहीं पता है, तो तुम लोग
ये
खेलो.
जडेजा के पास आया मुझसे पहले.
हाँ.
क्या चमका.
अभी हाँ, मेरे को लकीली वही पता था. एक गलती से एक कंट्री पता रह गया.
Anirban, take your time, bro.
Yes, I'm taking.
He's cancelling all plans now.
Brain fog is real.
Man, I have no idea. Just tell. Is the place Lima?
Okay, so the full name, any guesses?
Oh.
यार. अनिर्बान ने क्यों दे दिया आधा जवाब? ढाई पॉइंट मिलेगा.
मेरे को यार ये ओके, उसके आगे का कुछ नहीं. पास.
Okay, going to Dodeja.
Lima bean.
Lima beans. Yeah.
Oh,
the
Lima
leguminous-
beans.
leguminous
अरे,
plants. Soybean, Lima bean.
Sorry, मैंने सुना ही नहीं है लीमा बीन्स तो.
Lima beans होता.
Okay.
But तूने बुद्धा's hand सुना है so.
बुद्धा's hand सुना है.
यार काश यार अनिर्बान तू लीमा भी क्यों बोला यार? दे देता.
यार डिस्ट्रॉय कर रहे सेकंड हाफ में. हाँ तू.
Yes.
Okay, so
ढाई मिला पॉइंट.
हाँ 3-2. Sorry, 3-2 Anirban. 2.
अरे यार इस पे तो 2 दे दे अनिर्बान
No.
को यार. ओपेरा हाउस भी बोला वो. इतना फुटबॉल देखने के बाद भी उसको नहीं पता था कैपिटल.
अनिर्बान शाना है. Anirban
Proper
कुछ
nouns in the
capital
answer always get more points. So
मेरे को 2
Lima-
पता है. रियो डी जेनेरो और लीमा.
रियो नहीं है capital.
वही नहीं मैं बता रहा हूँ. 2 में मैंने एक मतलब विदाउट वाचिंग फुटबॉल जस्ट फॉर स्पिरिट.
अनिर्बान बुद्धा और लीमा बोल के बहुत कमाल है.
Yes. Actually, मैं काफी ये अच्छा था ये.
Rio is not capital. Oh shit. Sorry.
Brasilia is the capital of Brazil.
Yeah.
What?
But Brazil Portuguese है, Spanish भी नहीं है.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, now we'll go to Rahul for the next edit. Rahul, this phrase was first recorded by Rudyard Kipling in his 1891 novel, The Light That Failed. It has been suggested that it is derived historically from the practice of having a patient clench a dash in their teeth as a way to cope with the pain of a surgical procedure without anesthetic. What phrase do you think has its origin in this?
गांड फट गई. The great Rudyard Kipling once said.
Going with the kya cool like QVizzing theme.
Is it bite the bullet?
Yes, it is bite the bullet. What a great crack.
Wow.
It is bite the bullet.
Wow.
It
That
is
is
bite
crazy.
the bullet. Superb.
Oh man.
Another one bites the bullet.
Scores are crazy.
Superb answer. It is bite the bullet. 10 points there to Rahul.
मैं हमेशा क्विजिंग पे आता हूँ कि मुझे थर्ड.
अगर अनिर्बान रहता ना तो उसने वो बाइट गेस कर देता.
और ले जाता मैक्सिमम. DLF मैक्सिमम ले जाता वो.
It is bite the bullet. Superb. 10 points there to Rahul.
नहीं, वो भी
Okay,
अच्छा
let's
था
see.
वो. Sydney
Like
Opera
Anirban said,
House.
it was a very tight quiz. But like two people have to qualify, but it was very tight. Anirban had 20 in the first half. In the second half, he got 10 for Sydney Opera House. He got 7 for Buddha in Buddha's hand. And
And
he
three.
again got 3 for Lima.
Lima from Lima.
So,
From only the Lima.
ऐसे step marks ले लेके मैं
so Anirban ends on 40 points, 20 plus
Yeah.
20, 40.
Hmm.
Malika had
Now-
15 in the first half. Malika got Oreo, 5 points in the second half, and she got Chapati, 15 plus 15. And Malika ends on 30 points. 40 and 30. Now,
Good
Rahul
guess.
had 20 in the first half. He got 3 for Buddha's hands, and he got 10 for Bite the Bullet. So, Rahul ends on 33 points.
Wow.
सबको
Okay.
अपने उम्र जितना पॉइंट्स मिला है मैंने देखा.
33 points. Dudeja 10 in the first half. Second half, he got green screen 10 points. He got 10 again for 24-hour clock, no day night in space funda, and 2 Lima memes.
Yeah, Anirban.
So Dudeja ends on
32.
32 points.
Oh my God, yaar.
Oh my God, what
इसमें भी
closely
fourth आया
fought
हुआ है.
quiz. It's
Fourth.
crazy. Mallika and Dudeja, of course, great second half for Dudeja. But the two semi-finalists from this are Anirban and Rahul. So thank you so much. Thank you everyone for joining. I'll see you soon. See you soon, Anirban,
Great
Rahul. See you soon.
stuff. Great stuff.
Bye. Thank you. All of you all.
Oh, fun participant. Yes, I think Mallika has left, but koi nahi.
कुछ तो दे दो हमें.
Anirban had 7 points there on fun participant. Mallika had 3. Rahul had 16 points there.
16.
16. Dudeja had
एक तो दे दे कुछ तो दे
15
दे भाई.
15 रहेगा देखा 15.
Dudeja has 14 points there.
Oh my God, dude, this is like the worst day of my life. It's worse than like actually losing badly, you know. It's like there is hope, but clearly.
Yeah, Dudeja, this is nepotism.
Rahul
I'm
went-
telling you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Rahul
What
wins
is
fun
this?
participant by again very narrow margin. But thanks, Dudu. Thank you so much.
Thank
for
you.
joining.
Thank you. See you. Thank you.
See you soon, Anirban and
Bye.
Rahul.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.